for exclusive content you can't get anywhere else. New opinion shows from Laura Ingraham, Tucker Carlson, and Tommy Lahren you can only get by signing up for Fox Nation. Plus, the real stories behind the headlines. Documentaries on Chappaquiddick, Jimmy Hoffa, and more that you'll only find on Fox Nation. More of the opinion done right you crave? It's on Fox Nation. Documentaries and specials you can't get anywhere else? They're on Fox Nation. So go to foxnation.com today and sign up now for Fox Nation. Opinion done right now.
Tucker Carlson.
There's just so much barking and noise and yelling. Our role is to take 3 steps back and discern what really matters.
Sean Hannity.
The most important thing that we do, we are looking out for the forgotten men and women in this country.
Laura Ingraham.
They're going to get a straight shooter, no holds barred. I'm not going to cut people slack.
Fox is the one place where dissent is allowed.
We have voices. We won't be silent.
Who controls my voice? Nobody.
Fox News Channel. Real news, real honest opinion.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
For the best car wash at the best price, then go to the new Nips Car Wash, located at 459 Highway 301 South, down from McDonald's in Jessup. Nips Car Wash features state-of-the-art IQ automatic car wash system. Every car or truck that enters the automatic IQ wash system is scanned to capture its unique vehicle profile to give you a great car wash every time. Nips Car Wash also features 2 self-service bays where you can choose from a variety of accessories such as foam brush, tire brush, bug off, wax, clear coat, and spot-free rinse with powerful blowers located in each bay to top off your car wash experience at an affordable price. For the best quality car wash around, go to the new Nips Car Wash located down from McDonald's on the left on Highway 301 South in Jessup. That's Nips Car Wash with a state-of-the-art IQ automatic wash system on Highway 301 South down from McDonald's in Jessup.
Enjoy a meal with Jessup's best place to get made-to-order burritos, tacos, nachos, quesadillas, salads, and bowls. Sorchero's Fresh Mex. There are endless ways you can create your version of the friendly Tex-Mex fresh every day. Hosting a party, family event, or gathering, we can help with the food. From party planners to full-service catering, Sorchero's Fresh Mex can provide options to make your guests happy. Call today for details, 912-559-0488, 559-0488. Sorchero's Fresh Mex, 480 West Cherry Street in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center, Jessup.
At 7:59, time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show on WIFO-FM, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, Nips Car Wash, and our brand-new sponsors, Sorchero's Fresh Mex, over there in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center. They need to bring us some free samples in the morning for breakfast. I could eat those for breakfast.
There you go.
Lunch and dinner. How are you, Bob?
I'm doing good. We got 2 guests today. First guest in is high school principal, Dr. Brett McDaniel. Always good to see you. How's everything going?
It's going great. So we're looking forward to getting the school year started.
It starts Thursday, but open house is Tuesday. So what kind of information do you have to get out to those attending high school? I know you got a high school freshman orientation this week as well. Yeah,
we started the freshman orientation at 2 o'clock and kind of closed the building off so that the parents of the freshmen and the freshmen themselves can come in and kind of just see the building, walk the building, go over their schedule, and move through the building without 1,500 people walking in so many different directions and being so confusing, and just kind of let them get acclimated to what the high school is, because it's a big change and big building. When you walk in first day, it can be overwhelming. So we try to ease that anxiety of being a freshman. So just kind of let them have some time. We talk with them starting at 2 o'clock, do like a little short presentation about the do's, the don'ts, some expectations, some things that they can expect and parents can expect of things that happen throughout the year, throughout their freshman year, and just give them some valuable information about SAT, grading, that kind of thing, attendance, and then we release them to go to the building, find their teachers, go over their schedules, and just kind of walk the building, get a feel of the place, and get a feel of what it means to be a high school student in a yellow jacket. And we'll open the doors after that at 3:15 promptly for the rest of the the upperclassmen and their parents to come in to start visiting the teachers and do the open house for upperclassmen. So just to kind of try to ease the anxiety for the freshmen, incoming freshmen, and then returning students are obviously more prepared, been there, done that kind of thing. So they'll be a little more prepared to walk the building and see their teachers and get in and out.
About the numbers at the high school, you had a big graduating class, incoming freshman class. Big, is the numbers going to be pretty much the same?
We're pretty much the same. I checked before I left this morning, and we're at 1493. So that's our current enrollment, and we've been a little higher than that. We've been in the 1500s a couple of years ago, but we're kind of holding steady around the 1490 mark starting school. So it'll probably, as the school year moves along, it'll dwindle a little bit. I think we ended up last year towards the end of the year about 1450. So kind of people moving in, moving out through the year. It'll probably dwindle back to about where we were last year.
And again, the no cell phone, that's going to be implemented again. That was the first year last year. Is that correct?
Yes, that we haven't changed any policies this year. The cell phone's still in place. Dress code, attendance. We want to encourage everybody to come to school, be there on time. That's kind of some of our goals this year is to for students to be punctual, be there as much as possible, or every day. But as with doctor's appointments, stuff like that, we do understand. But we want them there because in order for us to be able to teach them, we have to have them there. That's kind of the expectation, is to be there every day. But yes, the cell phone policy hadn't changed. We still 7:50 in the morning when the bell rings, we put them up, put them in book bags, put them in lockers, whatever, out of sight, until 3:10, and then once 3:10 strikes, and they're free to use them after that.
If you're just joining us, Dr. McDaniel, high school principal, and with this here on the world famous Butch and Bob Show, what else do students attend the high school need to know?
We do have one thing that we've added this year that's come from a district initiative, which is we're all about safety and trying to create a more safer environment for our students and our staff. And we've got a new app that we're going to be using this year called Stop It app, and it's just basically if a student hears or sees something, it's totally anonymous, but if they hear or see something that they want to report to an administrator or to a counselor, so if there's something that's I guess to say that they don't feel like that's going on that's correct, or that would be something be detrimental to another student, that they feel like a student's suffering from something and needs somebody to talk to, they can text it in to one of the administrators or to a counselor, and we'll go see the student or go try to find out what's going on, so it doesn't linger through the day or linger through the night, or after they get home and something happen. So we're trying to do everything we can to avoid anything happening to our students, and trying to just be more proactive to help students be successful in our schools.
About one thing about curriculum, I think, changed. There's more AP classes being offered this year. Is that correct?
Yes, we did. We've through some of our student advisory committees and through some of our parent advisory committees, that was one of the things that the students and parents asked for were more AP courses. That is something that the bigger colleges look at, is how many offerings we have and how many opportunities we allow for our students to have. So we have put several more AP courses in place at the high school this year. So that'll give more students more opportunities to take those AP courses, and we kind of rearranged how we did things as far as the prerequisites for AP courses, so that they're more standalone. So it gives a kid more flexibility in their schedule to take those AP classes. So I think that's going to be a positive for us as well, and positive for our students.
And you also have a lot of students that go off to AT college and go take classes there and work program. Talk about that.
Actually, our Move On Ready program has increased every year. I think last year we were at doubled our enrollment at Coastal Pines, or at any college, but mostly Coastal Pines when we utilize. But our Move On Ready program is growing the opportunities for kids to get college, here close to our own campus. With Coastal Pines being right in our back door, it's a great opportunity for students to get some college courses out of the way before they leave high school. But when I looked at the numbers this summer, they've continued to increase. I feel like we've done a good job with promoting that. I know I met with Chad Swanson last week over about some of our CTA courses. We've been able to pair a couple of the courses that they teach over there with the ones that we teach. They'll line up perfectly one-to-one, so we're going to be able to even expand more, even with a couple of our CTA courses. So it's not all academics. We're even moving into some of the nursing classes. So it's a win-win for the college and a win-win for us.
How about the facilities? Is the gym floor in already, or how's that coming along?
They hadn't started. From what I understand,
so how will
it's
they work
supposed
on
to be
PE classes and all that? What's the plan for that?
I think they're going to start at the end of the week or maybe the first of next week, and we'll kind of work around maybe putting students in the commons area, going outside and utilizing some of the practice fields until we get it built. From what I've been told, they can get it done in 30 days or less, so it shouldn't put us in too big of a I guess a problematic situation. But the PE coaches have talked and kind of have gotten a game plan together as to what they're going to do on days it rains and what days they can go outside and stuff like that, and kind of got an idea of where they're going. But hopefully there'll be a quick process and an easy process, and they can get in and get it out. But really excited about the new floor in the gym. I think it'll be helpful to our kids and our coaches, but also bring a new fresh face to the gym. And we've done some painting and cleaning up there this summer, so really should be a fresh look when we get the gym floor done. That's really enhances the culture and being a Wayne County Yellow Jacket.
And this Friday night they've got the Meet the Jacket big event. I know I saw where had they started the repaving of the track already?
They haven't, as of last Thursday. They had not, and I have not been out there, Friday or over the weekend, so I don't know if they started any yet.
I saw a lot of. I'm not sure if they were starting it, but driving by there, I saw a lot of vehicles there that weekend, so I didn't know if they started or not. So.
I didn't go by there this weekend to see if they made any progress or not.
But that big event's this Friday night at the stadium. They just got through Midnight Madness where they had it was all dug up and it's all dirt, but they were supposed to get in there, repave it, get it ready. Hopefully it'll be ready by Friday.
I think they did some sealing work last week, so hopefully they can start laying I think the foundation part's done. I think they're waiting for that sealant to get settled, and then we're supposed to start the paving process. And hopefully they've already started it, but maybe if not, they're starting this morning, so it'll be ready for Friday night.
And what about your front office staff? Pretty much the same? Any changes there?
No, everybody's the same up front. All admin's the same as last year. We added Coach Craig Davis or Dr. Davis last year late. Probably the 1st of September he came on board with us, so he wasn't in place when we talked last year, but he worked with us the whole year. And so admin team is still the same, front office staff is still the same. We've had several new teachers come into the building. Some retired, some moved to other systems, but we've been able to fill those spots and have a full staff. So we're excited about the possibilities that they bring. I think we've got some good hires to come in to work with our young people. So I really feel good about where we're at as far as our teachers on board and moving forward.
It's always about school safety. How's the security system? Where people have to come in front door. Everybody pretty much abided by that.
That has actually worked really well. That was done through a local effort and through some safety grant money, I think. But closing those front doors where we can only access the building through that front office door has really cut down a lot of traffic coming in and out. We have somebody that stands in the front door every block that monitors the kids leaving and coming in and out. They have to have their IDs and that indicates they're a move on ready student, or if they're a work-based learning student or something like that. So it does limit the amount of traffic, and kids do see an adult present, going in and out, so they know that, we kind of form that relationship, and the person that's there knows pretty much on a daily basis who the traffic is coming in and out. So, funneling all the rest of the parents and the check-ins and check-outs through that front office where they have to be buzzed in has helped a lot. And, we've done a lot of things to the exterior side of the building to make it more secure. We have teachers at every hallway to kind of monitor the traffic going in and out and closing doors when the bell rings so that it is more secure and safe. So I feel good about where we're at. I think we've actually done a good job of making a more safer environment for our students.
Well, it's here before you know it. I said open house Tuesday, started school Thursday. So you have some notes. Anything we missed that we need to get in?
One thing I'd be remiss if I didn't say, we'd like to say thank you to Prime South and Rematch for sponsoring our breakfast for us, our back-to-school breakfast of the morning. They came out and did that for us. That's always a help, and we appreciate them. Excuse me. Secondly, we have our seniors will be entering the building. They do their senior parade Thursday morning. I think Officer Ellis kind of puts that together for them, but he escorts them into the parking lot. And anyway, when they come in, we would like to invite the senior parents. We want to get our parents involved and start our senior year with our seniors this Thursday morning. We're going to kind of create a little tunnel to welcome them in and just celebrate, get the year started off correctly and on a good foot, and get our seniors moving, ready to lead the building and lead the culture and what it really means to be a Jacket. So we want to invite all the senior parents to come out about 7:50, 7:55. When they get there at 8 o'clock, we're going to kind of welcome in and let them come through the tunnel with the parents and then into the school building and kind of, so to speak, I guess, take the building as theirs for their last hoorah. So just kind of celebrating and giving honor to the seniors, because it is a privilege to make it to that point. So if any of the senior parents can come out, we invite them out that Thursday morning about 7:50, 7:55. We'll kind of line up and wait for them to get there, and once they get there, we'll kind of celebrate and kick off the school year.
Okay, sounds good. Like I said, anytime you need to get any information out, you're more than welcome to be on the show. Love having you. This is your second full year as high school principal?
Second full year, yeah.
Did you get to enjoy the summer at all?
Yeah, it was short. That's why I told our faculty when we started back there, I was like, welcome back from a short summer. It seemed like it was a vapor. But, it seemed like we were giving the speeches at graduation yesterday or last week, and here we are getting ready to start school. So it comes and goes quickly.
It sure does. Well, again, we'll look forward to another good school year. Like I said, we got a girls softball game today. I think the volleyball team plays the 8th. That's Thursday. And then we got the Meet the Jacket event Friday night at the stadium. That's going to introduce all the fall sport teams, cross country, volleyball, softball, middle school football, varsity football. So should be a big event. Want to invite everybody out Friday night.
Sure do. We want as many folks from the community to come out and see what we have going on and to celebrate our kids all the way from the middle school all the way up. Is because it's a program that starts in the lower levels, and we get to reap the benefits of what happens at the middle schools and the elementary schools. So we want to invite everybody out to see the players, meet the players. There'll be a time of for photography and meeting players, talking with coaches, seeing kids, stuff like that after we introduce everybody. So just want it to be a fun-filled night for all of our community and our students and our staff to just kind of come together and be a Yellow Jacket, to get our school year started in the right direction, get our athletic program started in the right direction, and get off to a good start for our school.
Okay, Doc. Always good to see you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for the opportunity, Bob.
Have a great year.
Thanks, sir.
We'll be back with more of the Butch and Bob Show after this.
Our customers comes first at First Franklin Financial. It's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and more. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1074 North Macon Street, or give us a call at 912-427-4237. You can also start your application online at www.onefc.com. All loan terms and applicable APR depends on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Enjoy a meal with Jessup's best place to get made-to-order burritos, tacos, nachos, quesadillas, salads, and bowls. Sorchero's Fresh Mex. There are endless ways you can create your version of the friendly Tex-Mex fresh every day. Hosting a party, family event, or gathering? We can help with the food. From party planners to full-service catering, Sorchero's Fresh Mex can provide options to make your guests happy. Call today for details, 912-559-0488, 559-0488. Sorchero's Fresh Mex, 480 West Cherry Street in the Piggly Wiggly Shopping Center, Jessup.
At Country Financial, we're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're a part of your community and help support the programs that make our neighborhood thrive. We take the time to get to know our customers. We know that every situation is unique, and our goal is to understand yours, so we can help you be confident about your financial security and your future. Call me, Sean O'Quinn, your local Country Financial representative today to talk about how we can help ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like. My number is 588-1051.
Welcome back. More of the world famous Butch and Bob Show. Another special guest in the studio with us. Move that microphone up a little bit. We got IDA Director, Mr. Dale Keith, in the studio. How you doing, Dale?
I'm doing fine, Bob. How about you?
Doing great. Appreciate you coming in. Saw you Friday at the T-SPLOS meeting. Good meeting between the cities and the counties, talking about possible projects, the importance of economic development. Like I said, you've been in all those meetings talking to all these government agencies because it is about economic growth. You have a tough job, but just your overall thoughts on how the meeting went. I thought it was a pretty productive meeting.
I thought the meeting was real productive as well, Bob. You know, when you got your county government and your city government coming together, working together like they were Friday morning, I think we can get a lot of things accomplished. We appreciate from the IDA them giving us the opportunity to come in there and share our vision about what we saw, the needs for the highways, the roads, and those kind of things going forward. But I thought it was a real good meeting.
We had people from the road department there. Also had representative from the DOT there, which I thought was good.
Oh, yeah. It's always good to have the professional people there, no doubt about it, because they're the ones we need to be taking our advice from and leading us down these roads.
Well, like I said, the reason you're there is because it is about, every agency that was there talked about what we need to do is we need to grow this digest. To grow this digest, you need businesses and industry. So everybody's trying to get on the same page. What can we do to, get the attracted? So just your overall thoughts on what we need to do to enhance that.
And I tell you, it's like I said a while ago, I appreciate the opportunity to share with those guys kind of what we've been working on and to kind of bring you up to date a little bit. We've got probably 3 or 4 tracts of land inside the city, so to speak. Some are outside the city, but some are in. And then we've got our industrial park down at 341. And what we have found is that most of the phone calls that we're getting are talking about that we really need to have 50 acres, this, that, and the other. And so we've been running into some headwind there. But when you look down at 341, we're close to getting our gas line completed. That should be completed in the next probably 60 to 90 days. We also have the spine, what we're calling the spine road, that was put in place from the TIA money from this present process that's going on right now. And then it really, what that's going to do for us is open up that park down there. It gives us a lot of opportunity to be able to ride down a paved road and show a prospect that this is where your building could go. And it also gives us several larger tracts of land to deal with.
Again, in the studios with us, IDA Director Dale Keith. There's an old adage, a joke that any publicity, good publicity, but I was talking with you and your job. Bad publicity is not good publicity for attracting business industry. Talk a little bit about that, because we talk about it all the time. When people drive through town or they pick up the newspaper and they read about GBI investigations or the city and county squabbling about this and that, it just sends people elsewhere. Is that correct?
Well, any negative publicity that we get within the city or the county, period, affects prospects. These are all professional people that are looking to relocate their companies. They're looking on the websites. They're looking on the local papers, on the local radio. They're listening to those kind of things before they make those decisions, even before they call me a lot of times. So any type of negative information does make the job a little tougher. But it's not just not just a rift between the city or the county, or it's not just the school system where the graduation rate was lower than expected. Any of those kind of things, any negative thing that comes up affects those decisions for these folks. And so we just try to talk through those things. We just want the opportunity to sell our story.
I mean, you go all across the state. I mean, how many times do you go to Atlanta on a regular basis?
I usually go to Atlanta at least once a month and maybe twice a month. I attend the GEDA luncheons that are up there. That gives me an opportunity to work with the other project managers and stuff within the state. And then afterwards, I like to go up to the state in Atlanta and just kind of walk the halls at the State Economic Development Department, because I think a lot of this job is name recognition. We need to get our message out there to these guys. These project managers that work for the state, work for the power companies, they didn't know who we are, what we have to sell, and how willing we are to get new industry into town. Workforce is not just a problem in this area, but everywhere, because, I mean, talk about that. There's so many kids.
Yeah, it's first of all, you look to see now more and more, a lot of people just don't want to work.
Yeah, it's across the state, Bob. And it probably could be even a national issue, because we have so many folks these days that for years and years and years you were told that when you graduate from high school, you need to go to a 4-year college, get you a degree, and then you'll get you a real job. Well, there's a lot of folks out there that doesn't actually match up to. So we're trying to find a way, and Brent and Jay at the high school, and then also, Dr. Davert and all those guys over at the college, we're trying to work on a system, what we call like a seamless system that goes from high school to technical school to the workforce. What we did was we created a roundtable of our industries, and we got those guys in the room, and we said, okay, what are the real challenges for you as far as your companies are concerned? And almost to the man, it was about the workforce. It was about finding qualified people that really want to work, that'll show up every day. And Jimmy Welch told me this probably the second day we were together with this process, is that if you'll just show up every day and yes sir, no sir, thank you ma'am, please, I can teach you how to do this job. And so it's been a real challenge for them. So one thing we were able to do is each one of these, the K through 12 and the technical school, have committees that help advise the technical school and the high school on what the curriculum needs to be and how you need to teach it. And this is what we need from our perspective in local industry. And I think we've had some placements on those committees, which is a good thing. And then also we started these tours that have, we're taking, the first time around we were taking teachers and counselors, and we visited Healthy Pet and we visited EAM to let them see a little bit about these industries so they can see that it's not like it was in 1950 and 1960. It's not sweating and, just grimy kind of work. You could, EAM, if you've never been in there, is a fantastic place. You can eat off the floor in that place. It's just phenomenal. And we need to get that message out to these young folks so they'll understand kind of what's available out there right here in town.
How important is it to get a working relationship we have with our representatives, like statewide, like with Blake Tillery, Stephen Meeks, Bill Workhauser?
It's absolutely important. We
got to get a relationship now with the governor. The fact that the governor knows Wayne County, does that help us?
Oh, yes, definitely does. A good example of that would be the gas line that was funded by the Public Service Commission. That's $4.6 million. We didn't have $4.6 million to put that gas line in. So we spent a lot of time in Atlanta going to see the commissioner for the Public Service Commission, pleading our story, sharing our story. I got Bill and Blake and now Stephen to all send letters and call over there and talk to those folks. And I can't even begin to tell you how important that was.
Like I said, we say it all the time, it's not what you know, it's really who you know. And knowing these people and seeing these people, that's why you go to Atlanta, because, like I said, you got to get Wayne County's name out there. Because there's 159 counties basically doing the same thing, going up there fighting for their communities as well. So
that's right.
That's why we stress all the time. Everybody needs to be moving in the same direction to get things done. When they're going in opposite directions, everything gets turned upside down and nothing gets accomplished. So.
Yeah, and going back to our meeting on Friday, I thought that was the point that I took away from that meeting, is that both the city and the county were working extremely well together to try to create that future, because we understand there's roads out there. The example would be what I shared with them is that Sunset Boulevard needs to be one of the higher roads on the list to be improved, because
there's a lot of traffic.
A lot of them don't know that there's 140 trucks a day on that road right now.
Right.
And it's fixing to go to probably 160 to 170 with the two expansions by EAM and Healthy Pet. but it could be up over 200, 225 in the next 5 years. And those kind of trucks just are real tough on roads if they're not built properly. And they have the right kind of turning lanes and all those kind of things involved.
If you just joined us, IDA Director Dale Keith, coming towards the end, I know you want to talk about something else that you're running for, a spot on the board.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I have decided to run for the Satilla EMC board. I had several folks approach me about getting involved in the process, and I'm excited about it. I was asked to submit a group of names, signatures, kind of like a write-in, and we doubled the amount that they needed to have, and was notified last week that we would be on the ballot. Janet and I have done a lot of thinking and praying about that. I think probably the experiences I've had with other boards around the state and in the community and in the region prepared me for this position. I'm excited about it. I think I can represent Wayne County really well.
And so when does that election take place, and how do they vote for you?
The ballots are going to be mailed to the EMC customers probably August the 30th. And the announcement will be made in October at the annual meeting, October 15th. So we're right at the very beginning of any kind of campaign kind of stuff that we're going to do.
Okay. Well, like I said, we'll continue to follow this. When does that T-SPLOST vote come? It's November 2020. Is that correct? It's still almost a year away?
That's right. It's almost a year away.
And like I said, the one thing they stressed last night, it's about educating the public about how important that Like I said, last time Wayne County did not vote for it. Talk about the benefits we got from the T-SPLOST. It's just by being a region. I know the Overpass 169 is one project that we benefited, but there's other projects we benefited as well from T-SPLOST funds.
There were some other projects that we benefited from, Bob, but the main one was the Overpass. And when you start talking about $25 million that we received from the Heart of Georgia region, and we didn't even pass it in our region, that's pretty substantial. Yeah. And so I know that what we're hoping to do is to get out there and just share our message that a lot of this development that we're going to be doing over the next 5, 10, 15 years on the economic development side is going to need some infrastructure put in there. And this money can be used for some of that.
One thing when I go to these meetings, you see the elected officials and they're voted in, but there's so many other people at that table that are so valuable, like Mr. Aspinwall, Bill Schumann, Buddy Starlin on the road department. There's a lot of good people working hard in Wayne County. I mean, those people are very valuable.
That's right. So
I don't know if people understand that, but I don't know how valuable Bill Schumann is. But,
yeah, you've got Brent and you've got Rob from the DOT.
Right.
I mean, we've got some really good folks that mean a lot to this county. They love this county. They're going to do whatever it takes to help this county. And then when you've got Boot on that committee at the state level, those kind of things help.
I think Mayor Weaver made a good point. He said it's an easy sell for these people in the room, but it's going to be a tough sell because, like I said, Wayne County voted against it last time. It's all about educating and getting the word out and being transparent on what the T-SPLOST funds do. So hopefully between now and next November, before people go to the ballot box, Wayne County voting residents will be more informed on how important the T-SPLOST funding is for this area.
That's exactly right.
Dale, always good to see you. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it.
Okay, that's going to conclude today's world famous Butch and Bob Show.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving